everyone. We are Group 3 from FE Manila Leadership and Decision Making class. I am Shamira Tago, and with me is Miss Alicia Mejia. We will be your interviewers for today. Now, it is our great honor to introduce our guest, the esteemed CEO of the International Marketing Group in Makati City, Mr. Jesse Baul.
So, good day, Mr. Baul. Before we begin with our set of questions, may we kindly ask you to introduce yourself and share a bit about your background and your role as the CEO of your company? And also, kamusta naman po kayo?
My name is Jesse Baul and isa din ako na financial educator dito sa International Marketing Group. And for the past 8 years in experience, so ang bilis ng time, di ba? So may share din po ako sa inyo about how we lead our team. And yan, okay lang naman Ma'am Alicia. Yan, recently last 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, nagpunta kami ng Korea. So it's amazing experience kasi yan, nag-leadership training din kami doon sa Korea. So nag-attend kami ng convention. Okay, thank you.
Okay, so we'll now proceed to the leadership questions we've prepared.
For our first question, what does leadership mean to you?
Okay. For me, leadership is like building a winning team. Because if we lead a people, dapat yung team talaga natin nagwi-win each member. So kasi kaya natin binibuild yung team kasi para manalo, di ba? Wala naman pong team na i-build mo para matalo, di ba? So we create a team, we lead a team para manalo. So kasi pag nananalo yung team natin, our colleague, our teammate will eventually change their life as well as their family's life.
For our second question naman po, describe the key action and behaviors of the person that you've experienced as your best leader.
One of the characteristic pwede natin ma-learn is high level of trust. So it means that dapat yung best leader dapat may high level of trust sa sa ka-teammate niya. So may mga ka-teammate natin na hindi naniniwala sa self nila, and as a leader, you will lead them na maniniwala sila sa self nila para maging confident sila kung ano yung decision making nila sa team. And of course, we have to lead in the front. So kung ano yung mga actions na gagawin, so dapat ginagawa din ng leader. So hindi lang na nagli-lead tayo, so we do it at the front. Okay? Kasi tayo yung nagli-lead. Yung isa din is allow your team na mag-take risk kasi wala talagang mangyayari sa isang team pag hindi nagti-take risk. So, for the past 8 years na nakikita ko, yung mga best leader talaga dito sa amin is risk taker. So, they take risk, they fail, they raise. That's the key to become successful, and the sacrifice that benefits others. So, sa leader, you need to sacrifice because your goal is to win your team. And the best sacrifice is you as a leader. Okay, and you have always the winning mindset. What do I mean by winning mindset? You have a positive attitude that your team will win. You have a positive attitude that this team will eventually rise up and create more leaders, and very optimistic on how we lead. And that's for me is the best leader.
For our third question, are leaders born or made?
Mayroon daw dalawang importante na event sa buhay natin. The day we are born and the day we find out why we are born. Diba? So, eventually, actually, yung leader talaga is made. So, hindi naman eventually nakikita kaagad natin yung purpose natin sa life. Diba? Tama po ba? So, it takes time, years, para makita natin na ano ba talaga yung goal natin sa life. Pag once na nakita yun ng isang leader, eventually magiging unstoppable yun siya ng mga leader. Kasi alam niya kung ano talaga yung gagawin niya para maging successful. Okay, so leaders are made.
For our next question po, what is a role model?
For me, a role model is already a leader that achieve so much success and go back to the people and teach them how they become successful. And a role model always gave hope to people that they will win in leadership, in life, and a role model can duplicate himself. So duplication is very important in leadership. So you will duplicate yourself so that many leaders will rise, and eventually the team will be successful because you have many successful under you. So that's duplication.
What are your role models and their characteristics? And what have you learned from them?
Actually, I have two role models in my past careers and currently. So I have two, kung sa social media pa, ako yung follower nila. Okay, so actually my first I followed is my coach. So Coach Juan Nguyen. So he's a leader in the US for many years, 40 plus years, and so very successful in financial industry. So he is the founder of our company, and he was one of the top earner in Forbes recognizes him as top earner, and every time I see him teaching about how to be successful, how to lead the team, he got this two word that he keeps on repeating. So paulit-ulit niyang sinasabi na para maging successful daw tayo, dalawang keyword lang daw sa buhay natin, yung persistency at saka focus. So, I heard that many times, very basic, pero it will lead us to success, persistency, and focus. So, if you master that one, that focus, persistency, and discipline, eventually, your leadership will be the outlier sa mga normal na leadership. And number two, my spiritual mentor, if you know Brother Bo Sanchez. So, Brother Bo Sanchez is very successful in the ministry of spirituality, and he is also a finance teacher. So, marami akong natutunan actually sa kanya. So, number one is equip natin yung sarili din natin to lead. Kasi dapat manalo muna tayo sa loob bago sa labas. So, ano ba yung ibig sabihin nun? Dapat equip tayo sa skill. So, i-invest natin. Ang pinakamagandang investment is sa self talaga. So, magsisimula yan sa self natin para pagdating sa leadership, maganda yung leadership natin, maganda yung decision making natin. Kasi nagwi-win na tayo sa loob sa self natin. Be the best that you can be kasi baka maging in the future, pag mag-lead ka na, you are a rich blessing to other of your teammates.
For our fifth question, what can leaders do to help others and the organization see the future?
Ang leader talaga, siya talaga yung nakakita ng vision. So ang other term dito ay vision eh. Kasi all organization, leadership, company needs a vision. So kailangan yung leader mo na unang nakakita noon, unang naniniwala doon sa vision ng company. Kasi pag once na very clear yan sa leader, eventually ida-download yan sa mga ka-teammate niya. And one way to see the vision ng future ng company is to have constant personal communication. So dapat yung relationship niyo sa teammate niyo very strong. Same lang yung pangarap niyo, same lang yung vision nyo. So paano ba yan makukuha yung ganun na mindset na pare-pareho kayo lahat? It's all about meeting mentality. Entrepreneur is very persistent in meeting mentality. So lahat ng mga CEO, kung ano man yung mga business person na nakikilala niyo po, very persistent sila sa meeting. Kasi meeting can build relationship, meeting can build constant personal communication, meeting can help know your people, and ano ba yung mga beliefs nila, ano ba yung paniniwala nila, ano yung perspective nila.
For our next question naman po, what are some of the actions you take to create a climate for change and encourage risk-taking?
Ang leadership na ginagawa talaga namin is to know our people very well. So we have to know what moves them every day. What is their big why? What's their goals for their family? The moment the team member knows exactly what's the purpose of working here in the company, eventually it will work out and you have a synchronized leadership or team and big dreams written to a specific plan. Kasi yung dream, malaki yan, kailangan isulat siya para maging goal. Isa din na para maging talaga, mag-explode talaga yung team na maging successful. And alamin din natin ano ba yung high level of frustrations ng ng mga ka-teammate natin. Ano ba yung hunger nila? Very important 'yun. Kasi hunger makes us move no matter what. Based on my experience talaga. So ang mga tao talaga dito na may sobrang success na naabot sa life is yung mga tao na nag-take risk ng sobra kasi sobrang taas yung hunger nila na maging successful. I mean, each of the team members, yung hunger nila. So it boils down to building relationship. And you can't build a person if you don't know them.
So, for our seventh question, should leaders let their constituents fail?
As a leader, I let my teams fail because failure will make us strong as a team. Sa success kasi, hindi tayo natututo kasi sa success. Natututo tayo sa mga failures natin. And may mga times na very challenging and may mga times din na magfi-fail. So, yun kasi yung barometer para maging strong yung decision making natin, yung leadership natin through failures. Kasi wala tayong matutunan po sa success eh. May matutunan tayo marami sa mga challenges, sa mga failures. So, allow my teams to fail because failure is very important part of success. And it will make us strong as a team. It will make us very strong in terms of leadership and decision making.
For our next question, how can leaders create a climate of trust and facilitate relationship among people in a work team?
Number one is we need to build talaga personal relationship with our teammates, constant personal communication with our team, know their family, know their big why, and yan, create talaga yung yung meeting mentality. Yung climate of trust, it builds over time. So trust is a sequence of communication kasi hindi naman yan mabibuild kaagad sa isang araw lang. So it takes time and kailangan ng maraming conversation, kailangan ng maraming uh, sharing of dreams, sharing of aspiration, especially when it comes to leadership. I also include the family because family is very important aspects in our life. So kailangan din natin ma-involve, kilala natin yung family nila kasi yun yung big why nila, yun yung compelling reason nila bakit sila nagwo-work. So we need to know their family and their background.
Our next question, meron po tayong dalawang questions. First, what are three things that can be done to improve in each leadership practice? And what are three things that you can do to continue learning to be a better leader?
Number one is you always talk about winning. Kasi as a team, kailangan talaga natin mag-win. So may mga failures pero very positive, optimistic tayo when it comes to teamwork. So always tayo mag-talk ng winning. So i-minimize natin yung negativity kasi parang yung negativity kasi para siyang pabigat sa balloon, di ba? So rise up na yung balloon tapos may negativity ka, hindi siya mag-rise up. So kailangan natin bitawan yung negativity na mga things sa team. So mag-talk tayo always about positivity, how to win kasi it will eventually manifest. Okay? And always think big. As a leader, you always not think small, always think big. Kasi ang a leader kasi yan siya, malaki yung vision niyan, malaki yung goals niyan kasi hindi lang kasi siya yung gusto ma-change yung buhay, pati yung mga tao under sa kanya. Okay? So kasi yung goal mo lang is maging successful as a leader. So hindi kasi yung success eh. Ang success kasi, marami kang mga successful na mga tao na under sa team mo, naging successful din. So, paano ba yan? So, kailangan mo mag-think big. Paano mo matulungan yung tao na maging successful din? And have a big dream. So, kailangan malaki din yung pangarap kasi pag malaki yung pangarap, eventually, malaking action yung gagawin. Kasi pag maliit lang yung goals natin, aspiration natin or pangarap natin, eventually maliit lang din yung gagawin natin na steps. Wala tayong hindi tayo nagtitake risk kasi kung maliit lang naman yung goal natin eh. So lakihan talaga natin siya. Okay? So hindi naman natin siya ma-achieve kaagad, pero through time ma-achieve siya.
For our next question naman po, tell us about a time you struggled with a work-life balance and how did you manage to solve the problem? How did you do it?
So any event sa labas, hindi ako nakafocus. So nakafocus ako sa goal ko. So ganun kasi, I know myself. I know very well myself when it comes to goal setting. So ina-achieve ko talaga siya. Yun din yung na nako-compromise or nasa-sacrifice yung balance. Okay? So one thing na ginagawa ko lang talaga is meron akong mga siniset na weekly na goal na non-negotiable talaga siya. So no matter what, gagawin ko talaga siya. Number one is yung Sunday. So that's the time that I reset. So every time na mag-Sunday talaga siya, I'll make sure na nasa church ako and pinifeed ko yung self ko ng positivity, faith. So sa church namin nag-church din ako kasi yun yung yun yung pang-reset for buong week. So for me yun lang talaga yung pang-balance out ko kasi pag once na connected ka kay God, everything will be balanced eh. So your heart, your mind, your family, lahat, your finances, mababalance out siya pag priority mo si God. So yun yung pang-reset ko or pang-balance ko sa work life ko. And yeah, eating with friends with a coffee. So and conversation. So yun yung non-negotiable sa akin. I solve it through rescheduling my entire week.
For our 11th question, how do you monitor the performance of individual team members and in what specific ways do you motivate your team?
Number one, since nasa financial industry kami, so we are recruiting people and the way na mag-perform yung isang team member is gaano siya ka dami yung naka-communicate niya na client and eventually join the group or dito sa company namin. So pag marami siya every month, ibig sabihin he's doing well. So yung recruiting mentality. Pag wala, so nag-decline siya, wala siyang mga clients. So it's time na usapin siya ano yung kumusta siya. So kasi yun yung namin indicator or metric namin. Second is how fast he trains people. So pag every month meron siyang natitrain na dalawa, isa, kasi as a financial educator, we need to train new team member. So pag once na-train namin yun, marami siyang natitrain every month. So he's doing well kasi marami siyang naduduplicate under na mga financial educator. And most important ito yung pinaka kung sa bias ako nito na mentality yung meeting. I really love meeting. Gustong-gusto ko yung meeting kasi diyan ang basihan ko na successful kami sa team. Pag once na marami kaming nag-aattend ng team, marami kami sa grupo, pag nagpatawag po ako ng meeting, marami kami, ibig sabihin, the business is doing well, may unity yung teammate. Kung opposite naman, napapansin nyo, parang konti lang yung nag-aattend ng meeting, may problem po yun. Okay? So, baka meron lang kailangan ayusin. For ka kasi maging leader, kailangan mo maging team player. Okay? So, you serve the team, so you will lead the team. So, pag once na ganun yung mindset mo, nagsiserve, so eventually you're doing well. Sa akin, hindi masyado yung motivation constantly sa team. So, ang ginagawa ko lagi is i-remind ko lang sa kanila ano ba yung compelling reason nila, bakit sila nandito, nag-work. Ano ba yung pinaka-important matter talaga sa kanila. So, yun yung laging nire-remind ko sa kanila. Dapat ang motivation sa loob talaga siya. Kasi pag yung motivation na sa loob, yung teammate natin will become successful. Diba? So, sila maging relentless sila na magdo ng job nila. So kasi may compelling reason sila eh. And yan, winning and motivation is temporary. So yung motivation temporary lang siya, pero winning habit is permanent.
Okay, for our last question po, how would you describe your leadership style?
You can't build your team if you don't know them. So I make kilala personally, hindi kilala by name. As a leader, you know that kasi yun yung natin ma-achieve para mag-workout din yung team. Alam naman natin sa leadership talaga, yung pinaka-important na ingredient ng success is trust. Okay? So dapat pataasin high level of trust talaga sila. Dapat matibay talaga yung relationship and one way is to know their family.
So much for sharing your insights with us, sir. We're really glad to hear your thoughtful answers, and those are valuable lessons that future leaders can definitely learn from. And now, we would like to take this moment to present our Certificate of Appreciation. The
Right.
Certificate of Appreciation is proudly awarded to Mr. Jesse Baol by the interviewers representing Group 3 from the Leadership and Decision Making class in appreciation of his valuable participation as guest in the virtual interview held on October 31, 2025. So we wish you continued success and inspiration in your leadership journey po, sir.
So, for our closing remarks, again, we are Group 3 and thank you for joining us. And we hope you've gained meaningful insights from our conversation, especially from the experience shared by Mr. Jesse Baul.